Get ready to challenge everything you thought you knew about where we came from. A revolutionary idea has been rocking the scientific community. What if humans didn't originate from a single population in Africa, but rather, our ancestors were already spread out across different parts of the continent? The traditional out-of-Africa theory is being turned upside down by a groundbreaking excavation in Kenya. Meet the Nyanga site, a game-changing discovery that's giving us a glimpse into the daily lives of our ancient human relatives, who lived an astonishing 2.9 million years ago along the shores of stunning Lake Victoria. Join us to uncover this jaw-dropping piece of history and how it's rewriting the rules on human evolution. Prepare to be stunned. The Nyanga site in Kenya has sent shockwaves through the scientific world with its incredible discovery of ancient stone tools, some of the oldest ever found dating back an astonishing 2.9 million years. These stone flakes were part of the fundamental Old Owen toolkit, and they represent a major turning point in the Stone Age. But here's what's truly mind-blowing: these early humans didn't just use them for gathering plants or making simple tools. Evidence shows that they used these ancient implements to butcher hippos, a carnivorous diet. This blows away the long-held idea that our ancestors were mainly plant eaters, and instead paints a picture of a more complex, meat-based cuisine. Are you ready to explore this wild twist in human history? Get ready to challenge everything you thought you knew about early humans. For ages, scientists believed that our Stone Age ancestors were mostly plant-based eaters living off fruits, nuts, and seeds. This idea came from archaeological finds showing evidence of plant processing with ancient stone tools and the presence of plant remains at various sites. But now, the Nyanga site in Kenya is shaking things up. The discovery of hippo butchering tools suggests that our ancient relatives were actually meat lovers, actively hunting or scavenging large animals for food. This flips the script on the long-held notion that protein wasn't a significant part of their diet and instead paints a picture of early humans as skilled carnivores with a taste for adventure. Hold on to your seat. This revelation is about to blow the lid off everything we thought we knew about our ancient ancestors. The discovery at the Nyanga site completely flips the script on the idea that early hominins were just plant-munching gatherers. Nope, it seems they were actually skilled meat hunters and scavengers, actively going after large animals like hippos. This means these early humans had a whole new level of complexity. They needed coordination, strategy, and a deep understanding of animal behavior to bring home the bacon, or should we say the hippo. And if that's not enough, get this: archaeologists also found an incredible pair of molars belonging to Paranthropus, one of our most mysterious and fascinating human cousins. Buckle up, folks, because this is just the beginning of a wild ride through the ancient past. The plot thickens. The ancient molars found at Nyanga are giving us an exclusive sneak peek into the daily life of our enigmatic human cousin Paranthropus. Take a closer look at these incredible teeth. Their rugged design is like a blueprint for a specialized diet. It's clear that Paranthropus was a master of munching on tough stuff, whether it was fibrous veggies or hard plant materials. This means they inhabited a unique ecological niche, one where they could thrive by chomping down on foods that would be too rough for others to handle. The discovery of these molars is like uncovering a hidden chapter in the history books. We're finally getting a glimpse into the fascinating world of Paranthropus and their extraordinary adaptations. Get ready to dig deeper into human history. The discovery at Nyanga is blowing the lid off our understanding of ancient humans. By studying Paranthropus's teeth, we're piecing together what they ate and where they lived. It's a major breakthrough that's redefining how we see these early humans. But here's the game changer: research shows that Paranthropus didn't just snack on plants, they were also skilled hunters, likely teaming up with other Stone Age groups to bring down prey like hippos. This finding comes from a groundbreaking study published in Science, led by top researchers at the Smithsonian and City University of New York. And guess what? NYU expert Shara Bailey was instrumental in identifying the oldest Paranthropus molars ever found. Talk about a teeth-rific discovery. Meanwhile, ancient stone tools unearthed at Nyanga are rewriting history books too. These Old Owen tech trailblazers were used for everything from pounding to shaping and flaking stones. The fact that they were discovered over 800 miles away from Ethiopia's known examples is mind-blowing. It's clear that these early tool makers were a lot more adventurous than we thought. The study is revealing some seriously sharp skills from our ancient ancestors. It turns out that these early humans weren't just one-trick wonders. They were masters of multitasking when it came to using their stone tools. By analyzing patterns on the tools and animal bones found at Nyanga, researchers are showing that these early tool makers used them for everything, from chopping up plants and meat to cracking open bones for that tasty marrow inside. Talk about being resourceful. But here's where things get really interesting. It looks like Paranthropus, a hominin group we didn't think was too handy with tools, might actually have been the ones wielding these Oldowan tech marvels alongside Homo humans, our direct ancestors. This totally flips the script on what we thought we knew about tool-making abilities in ancient human lineages, leaving us with some seriously fascinating questions. Just how clever were other human-like species, and how did they stack up against our own? Here's the deal. We now know that those iconic, angular cores from Oldowan tech weren't just pretty faces. They were actually the secret to creating super sharp flakes when smacked with a hammer stone. This clever process called percussion flaking let our ancestors detach handy flakes for tasks like cutting, scraping, and even refining into specialized tools. According to Rick Potts, one of the researchers on this study, these Oldowan tools were game changers, giving early humans an evolutionary leap in tech that was as big as getting a second set of teeth. They could crush tough foods way better than an elephant's mighty molars, and slice through meat like a lion's razor-sharp canines. This means that our ancient ancestors could tap into a whole new world of food sources on the African savanna, making their diets more diverse and nutritious than ever before. But wait, there's even more to this story. Hold up, because we just got a major bombshell. Our understanding of human history is about to get shaken up. You see, while our ancient ancestors were mastering those Oldowan tools and tapping into new food sources, they weren't the only ones taking center stage on Earth. In South Africa, scientists stumbled upon an incredible discovery that's redefining what we know about early humans. Meet Homo naledi, a species of human whose remains are rewriting the book on our evolution. This groundbreaking find is making waves because it's not just about bones. 15 partial skeletons were unearthed in a cave, and they're giving us an unprecedented glimpse into our ancient past. What's even more mind-blowing is that Homo naledi seems to be a mix of both human-like and ape-like traits. Think of it as the missing link we've been searching for. But here's where things get really interesting. These ancient humans weren't just stacking their bones. They also left behind an intentional burial site, complete with ritualistic behavior that was previously thought to be exclusive to modern humans. Talk about a game changer. So who's calling the shots when it comes to what we thought we knew about our ancient ancestors? Enter Professor Lee Berger, the mastermind behind this revolutionary research. As he shared with BBC News, this discovery of Homo naledi in South Africa is a total paradigm shifter. You see, these early humans are not just a simple step up from their more primitive counterparts. They're a complex mix of human-like and ape-like traits that's turning our understanding of evolution on its head. For centuries, we've thought of human history as this straightforward march towards modernity, but it looks like the truth is way more exciting. Homo naledi is rewriting that narrative, offering us a rich tapestry of diversity in our ancient human lineage. And it's not just about bones, it's about culture too. The bombshell discovery of Homo naledi is about to blow up our old-school idea of human evolution. And it's not just about a few missing pieces. The existence of both super smart and super primitive traits within this ancient species shatters the linear timeline we used to think was set in stone. We're talking a brain that's bigger than expected, but skeletal structures that are totally retro. This incredible mix of characteristics paints a picture of early human evolution as more like a colorful mosaic, full of diversity, complexity, and mystery. And if you thought that was it, hold on tight because there's even more. Fossil evidence from Africa shows our ancestors were actually hanging out with their earliest domesticated buddies around 7,000 years ago in the Sahara Desert, when the region was still super green thanks to a wetter climate. Talk about a game changer. Get ready to crunch by the African animal domestication party that went down around 7,000 years ago. Rock art and fossilized friends give us a glimpse into this epic era, where humans started hanging out with tamed cattle, sheep, and goats. Talk about a wild rumpus. This marked a major milestone in human history, signaling the end of hunting and gathering as we knew it. People began to shift towards agriculture and animal herding, changing their way of life forever. It's mind-blowing to think that these early humans were just as evolved, with similar skills and abilities, as us today. But somehow, they vanished into thin air. What could have caused such a drastic disappearance? The mystery remains, leaving us eager to uncover more about our incredible ancestors. Now it's your turn. Could we face a similar fate as our ancient ancestors? Share your thoughts in the comments. And if you're as fascinated by history's secrets as we are, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more edutainment content that'll blow your mind. We can't wait to dive into more mysteries with you in our next video.